This is a short discussion, a vlog on the structure of ASL for classes 12 and 10, and this is the first in the series, which is for class 12. There's a caveat which I want to present at the start, that this is primarily for our school. Different schools have different ideas, different ways of doing it, although the basic structure remains the same. So this first one is for class 12. In this, you have to remember that ASL has two parts, which you always know. One is the speaking part and one is the listening part. The listening part, you'll be given four read out or recorded passages, and you will have to listen to them and answer multiple choice questions or fill in the blanks. That is the listening part. That is of 20 marks. It comes down to 10, right? The second one is the speaking part. In this, your clarity, your intonation, modulation, the pronunciation skills, the content, everything is judged. So there are four yardsticks to judge that, and you will be judged on the basis of that. In the speaking section, the test will be in pairs, and at the start, the teachers will face the two students. The first student rather will introduce herself, and then the second student will introduce herself after the greeting. This part is non-evaluative, so there will be no evaluation based on that, although the way you are greeting the teacher, the way you are introducing yourself is always important because it creates an impression, right? The next part is the topic-based discussion part, in which student A will speak on a topic and student B, after student A finishes, student B will ask a question and then the teacher will ask a question. In the same way, student B will speak on a topic, and after she finishes, student A will ask a question and the teacher will also ask a question. This part is definitely evaluated. And then the final part is the topic problem solving tasks rather, in which you will be given, there will be problem cards, and you will be given a problem, say for an example, like your neighbor washes his car every day, and there is no need to wash the car every day because it's a huge wastage of water. So discuss with your partner how you can solve the problem, and both the partners discuss the problem in English for 2 minutes, and after that present individual solutions to the teacher. That means student A presents an individual solution and then student B presents an individual solution. And finally, as I said, listening is of 4 parts. It may be of 5 parts as well, in which you will be given 4 passages. You will not get to see the text of those passages, mind you. You will be just given the passage, you'll just hear the passages, you'll just listen to that, either recorded or read out, and on the basis of that, you will have to answer 20 multiple choice questions. So 20 is for listening and 20 is for speaking, but it finally comes down to 10 for listening and 10 for speaking, in total 20. Now comes the SEA, the subject enrichment activity, the project on Ladakh. You have been told very clearly numerous times that you have to prepare a project on Ladakh, linking that to your reading of the last lesson, and you will have to present that portfolio in the form of a copy. It can be a file copy, it can be a a practical file copy, it can be a simple copy properly decorated, and it can be of around 7, 8 to 10 pages. And you will have to present it at the time of the ASL in groups. Mind it, in groups. And we have already informed you that roll number 1 to 5 in group A, roll number 6 to 10 in group B. In this way, you will have to present it. So it's quite natural that the first roll number of that group, when she comes in front of the teacher, will be presenting the SEA file to the teacher. I believe that that is enough for all of us, all of you, to understand about the whole process and there should not be any questions that are left out. But even then, if there is any question, you can directly contact the Department of English. Thank you, students.